All right, kids. Um, so we've got the basics of our game working. So if we click the flag, we go to the start screen, we click the start button. Here we are on our game screen, and right now our player sprite works, and that's great. You notice it can still walk through walls, which is a little bit of a problem. And when we get to our goal sprite, nothing happens. So what we're going to look at today is kind of solving some of those issues. So I'm going to start, excuse me, by clicking that green flag and then clicking the start button to get myself into my game screen and ready to go. First thing we're going to do is take care of the walls. Make sure that we don't walk through the walls, that when we touch the wall, something happens, there's some kind of consequence. So that's not too bad to do. First thing we'll have to do is click in our player sprite. And right now, all this code is running. I'm going to click the stop sign just to stop the code from running, just so I can get to what I need to do. And what I do need to do is in this forever loop, I'm going to need to add a little bit of code. Go to the control blocks. I'm going to bring in a if-then statement. If-then statement is the fourth block down in those control blocks. And again, that's the way that we ask our program, is something happening? If it is, we want to do something. So we need a sensing block to go in our if-then statement. We're going to sensing. And the the second block in that sensing list is touching color. So we're going to drag one of those blocks in and pop it right in place. Now you'll notice the walls in my maze are kind of a pinkish color, and this color is green. That doesn't match. So I need to make sure that the color that I'm touching is the same color as my walls. So I'm going to click here. You can see that it gives me the ability to change my color. But the most powerful tool in this list is this bottom tool right here, the eyedropper tool. If I click on that, I have the ability to pull a color, any color I want from my menu. And the color I want is the color of those walls. So I'm going to click when I've got that color selected. I'm going to click, and that makes it so that my color is the color of the walls. So now, when I touch the wall, what do I want to do? Well, what I want to do is go to motion, and I'm just going to drag in that go to XY block. It should be the same go to XY block of my start location. And if I did click the flag and the start button before I started that code, then that go to XY should be the exact perfect block. So I'm going to flag it, click the start button, and start moving around. You can see my character moves. And when I run into the wall, it pops back to the beginning. So now I can go through my maze, and I know if I run into the wall anywhere, I'm going to restart. So I'm going to be real careful. And I'm still nothing's happening when I touch my bull sprite. So there's more to do, but this was how to make it so those walls, so that we interact with the walls. Hope you did a great job.